Today is World Sight Day. Celebrated annually on the second Thursday in October, it is an international event that creates awareness about blindness and visual impairment. About 1 billion people around the globe across all age groups are either nearsighted or farsighted or have serious vision impairments like blindness. The theme for this year's World Sight Day is Love Your Eyes, and stresses the need for awareness about eye health and the need for proper care. Experts are stressing the need to get their eyes tested on a day like this. So live for more on the World Sight Day is Optometrist Dr. Oluchi Ubani. He's joining me on Skype from Abuja. Dr. Ubani, it's good to have you join me on a day like this.
Yes, good afternoon.
Great.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Now, the theme sounds really simple. Love your eyes, and let us love our eyes. But how significant and central is this theme to the care for the eyes?
Okay, so vision is an essential tool for us to go about our daily activities. We need our eyes, we need good vision. And most people don't really take notes into how important the eyes is. The eyes is the window to the body. Anything that is a very delicate organ, and most people just go about their daily activities without caring. Some people at the end of the year, they only come to check their eyes when there's an issue. And we believe as optometrists that the best way to treat any eye issue is to detect it on time. So it's essential we love our eyes. If we love our eyes, we care for our eyes. If we love our eyes, we won't wait till things get worse to visit the optometrist. If we love our eyes, we'll be very particular when we see something abnormal happening to the eyes. Many people only come when they meet a friend and they can't see things at distance. But if we have our eyes, love our eyes the way we love ourselves, we have our eyes checked regularly as soon as possible.
And what are some of the habits on daily basis that we engage in that could threaten the health and the safety of our eyes?
I'm going to mention very common ones like rubbing our eyes. We rub our eyes more often than not. Every little thing they rub your eyes. So instead of using your hands to rub your eyes, if it's itchy, it's better you use a clean towel or a damp cloth, clean one, and you just place on the eyes for 15 seconds. Then another habit that people do, when they have red eyes, which we generally know as a polio, they normally put different substances from excretion substances to breast milk to even normal vegetative extracts. Some people get these and they crush it and they get the extract and they put in their eyes. Those habits are very wrong. You can damage your eyes. You can lose your eyes to that. So whenever you have red eyes, our eyes has natural antibodies that takes care of it. So it can handle it within a certain period. But if it stays longer than 2 days, you should visit your optometrist for the medications. Then another habit people undergo is they just go into the pharmaceutical store and they get any eye drop. Once any issue, they put in any eye drop, they instill any eye drop into their eyes. That's very wrong. You're supposed to only instill things that are prescribed. Another common habit that is there, especially found in from 40 years and above, when they start discovering they have issues with reading, they just go by the roadside and get any reading glasses, anyone, as far as it magnifies it. That's very wrong. We're supposed to, every reading glass has an age range. Every eye is peculiar and has its own design prescription. So instead of just picking glasses from the roadside, yes, it might be cheaper, but it's better to meet your optometrist for proper check and the right prescriptions. Right. Another habit that go is now the wake till is not undergoing routine eye check at least twice in a year, because there's something we call glaucoma. We call it nifty. It has no symptom. You don't know that you have glaucoma. It takes away your sight. So for us to see things straight ahead of us, we're supposed to see things at the periphery as well while looking straight ahead. So glaucoma starts stealing our vision from the periphery, and we wouldn't know until it has left us with just what we call tunnel vision. But routine eye examination at least twice a year helps to detect if there is glaucoma on time. And once it's detected on time, the management is perfect.
Really interesting how you've, itemized all of those. These are really everyday things that people do unconsciously. Now, talk to us about the issue of sun rays. We live in Africa, where in the tropics, where the impact of the sun is directly on us. And when it comes to the sun rays, how does it threaten, or how does that threaten our eyes? And what should we do?
Okay, so in our eyes, the glasses people wear, there's a natural one in the eyes. If you look at the black part of your eye, there's a small hole there. It's called the pupil. Behind the pupil, you have the lens. So the lens acts as the natural glasses. It makes some adjustments for us to see things afar, and it's made up of certain substances, even the cells at the back of the eyes. Now, the sun emits certain UV rays, certain ultraviolet rays. They have different wavelengths. The most harmful ones are the blue rays, which are shorter. They go into the eye and they damage certain cells that helps us to see. So we need to protect our eyes from the sun. Another thing that we can see, if you get 10 people that are exposed to outdoor activities, especially bike riders, those that walk outdoors, in our eyes there's a transparent structure called the conjunctiva. When it's exposed to these rays, the rays dries it up, irritates it, it swells up, and you notice when you look at your eyes as if there's something a bit swollen close to the black part of the eyes, close to the iris, close to the cornea. So that is called pterygium. The exposure to the sun can cause this, and the only way you can remove it is through operation, and it grows back. Then another deficiency that comes from exposing your eyes to rays of the sun, what we call cataracts. You have the lens it contains a jelly structure, and when it's exposed for a very long time, these UV rays, it dries it up and it forms what we call cataract. So what can you do to protect your eyes when you're going outdoor? Well, not just about the sun. When you're exposed to a windy environment, exposed to dust, we are driving in our car, the AC vent shouldn't be direct to our eyes. We use protective glasses. We have different types and levels of protective glasses according to what we can afford. There's some other thing I want to mention. UV rays is not only gotten from the sun, from our screens. You have your computer, your TV screen, our phones. We have our eyes exposed to these UV rays from the screen. They give same effect as the sun. So it's always advised at least 1 hour before bedtime we should be done with our screen. That's why you experience dry eye. The sun, when you expose your eyes to these rays, it dries up the eyes. It can lead to what we call dry eye situation, where when you try to close your eyes, it's a bit hot, tears comes out. Sometimes you feel as if you have foreign bodies in your eyes, but when you look in the mirror, you can't see anything. That's dry eyes. So there are specific medications to take care of that. But we can prevent that protecting our eyes when we are going outdoor. A simple face cap can help. Simple sunglasses can help. Then also reducing your screen time as well can help.
All right. It's really interesting how you've taken us through all of those. The idea of being careful with computers, phones, as well as TV sets, that's really spot on. Thank you so much, Optometrist Dr. Oluchi Ubani, for your time on the program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.